all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Folks, here at Gerald the Bossman Show. We're joined by the Southern Illinois Salukis head coach, Bryan Mullins. Coach, how things up there in Carbondale, man?
Going great. It's an exciting time. Was able to get the job last week and just, playing here at SIU, I know how special this place is, and to be able to win championships down here, I feel like it's the perfect time, to get back towards the top of the league again.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, I know it's your alma mater. You played there. What about this made the right time to make the move to become a head coach and move over there one season and take the job at your alma mater where you played there for 4 years there?
Well, like I said earlier, I know how special this place is, and after being able to work for Coach Mosier, who I feel is, one of the best coaches around, and be able to build the program at Loyola Chicago, and be in the same league as SIU, I feel like, I know what it takes. I know what type of guys you got to have. I know what type of culture you need. And, when this opportunity came available, I just thought it was a perfect place for me because it is my alma mater, and I have so many relationships down here. And, the pride and passion that people down in Southern Illinois have for SIU basketball is unmatched.
Yeah, because I remember as growing up as a kid, I'm 32 years old now. SIU was always in the mix for that large bid to win in the Valley. So there's a great tradition of basketball at SIU, and I know with you being at Loyola with Coach Moser, you're definitely going to push that same narrative? Kind of, you know how to build a program, being around Coach Moser. I know you're going to do the same thing down here, down in Carbondale.
Yeah, exactly. To be able to work with Coach Mosier, and he took over when Loyola was last in the Horizon League Conference, and I got there, and we just moved into the Missouri Valley Conference, and over 5 years we were able to build that program and get to the Final Four with Loyola Chicago. So I know it takes time. I know you got to get the right people, and everyone's got to be on the right page. But I think if you do it the right way, then you can have those special type of results.
Now, Coach, we're still been in the Valley, so how you going to look at recruiting here? Are you trying to go for JUCO guys, high school seniors coming in as freshmen, international guys, transfer, fifth-year senior guys? How are you looking to build out this roster going forward since you're the head man now?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is the character of the guys you bring in. I don't think it matters as much as if it's a junior college or a graduate transfer or international or high school. It's got to be, are the guys your type of guys? Are they about the type of culture you're trying to establish and build with? I look at the Final Four team, for Loyola, and it was, 4 or 5 high school kids. It was, a couple of Division I transfers, a junior college, so it's just, you got to have the right personalities and the right type of guys on the team.
Yes, indeed, and knowing how for what Loyola was last year, that run you guys made, and I know the kind of guy Coach Mosier wants to bring in. I'm pretty sure the same kind of guys, the high IQ guys, great guys in the classroom, guys with high character integrity, who are smart players on and off the court.
Yeah, exactly. The basketball team down here represents the university, and we gotta have guys who are doing it the right way on the court and off the court, in the classroom, in the community, and obviously competing for championships. But I truly believe that if you excel in all areas of your life, then positive results will happen. And I want to bring in guys who want to work hard, who are humble, and who care about winning, and winning matters to them.
And you feel that the timing helps you recruit guys who are on the roster now, keep some of those guys around so they won't transfer out of the program, and you can kind of sell them because you are an alumni of Southern Illinois. You played there. So I think that you can get into a guy's head better than a guy coming in from the outside could, in my estimation.
Yeah, I think so. Just because I can relate a little bit more. I can talk about, my freshman dorm experience here. I can talk about the apartments I stayed at, the teachers I had, and the people that still support the program now were the same people supporting me as a player. So, we have a lot of things in common, and I can relate to them a little bit better. So it's definitely a benefit for me.
And also, you also can get the workouts going a little bit here before they leave for the summer here, because with this time of the semester left, you can kind of get a little something here the next few weeks here before they leave out.
Yeah, exactly, which is awesome because I can't wait to get on the court with these guys. That's the thing I'm most excited about, is being able to start teaching them and coaching them. And, obviously I know the roster from playing them in the league, but they have a lot of freshmen on the roster that I'm excited to work with. And, it's a great for me because sometimes coaching hires aren't made till after the Final Four or even in the spring, summertime. So it's a huge advantage for me.
Now, having 4 hours now, I know they increased it from 2 to 4 hours, so I know it's really help you as well, the 4 hours that the NCAA gives you on court with these guys. You wish you could have a little bit more time. I feel like they should give you at least 6 to 8 hours, not just 4. I think that's 4 caps, just too much for you guys.
Yeah, I wonder if the players think that too, but no, it's good. I mean, we're able to accomplish a lot, and we're efficient with the time, and the guys are still able to lift and then obviously get some workouts in with the coaches. But, obviously towards the end of this semester, it's all about academics as well, and making sure the guys finish up the semester well and, leave, the spring semester heading into the summer academically on the best possible note.
Now, non-conference schedule-wise, a lot of it's probably already done for you for next year. But when you take over in 2021, kind of pushing those games out there, how do you see yourself going about scheduling those games? It will be based on what you have on the roster, or are you going to schedule hard to kind of maybe get the net ranking up for the non-conference for maybe get that at-large bid? So how are you going to approach that non-conference? I know it's the biggest part. Besides recruiting, that non-conference schedule is probably the second best, hardest things you guys do each year as a coach.
Yeah, for sure. Scheduling and recruiting, those are definitely two of the biggest priorities. I think scheduling is a combination of the things you said with what we have on our roster, and then also being able to put ourselves, in a position to play against, great teams and be able to have home games, against, great programs, whether they're mid-major or high major. But, we want a competitive non-conference schedule for sure that gives us a chance to be successful in the Missouri Valley Conference.
I think with your location as well, it kind of helps you guys schedule games because, it's not that far from a lot of schools that play big-time basketball. So I think it'd be easy to put together a schedule, but not as easy getting guys to play you, especially when you guys get good.
Yeah, that's always the problem with the teams in the Valley. It's hard to get the home games that you want, but, you got to challenge yourselves and you got to challenge your guys to go out and win some of those games on the road.
Now, Coach, is the Valley a conference where you have to play those buy games, or do you all kind of can schedule without having to actually buy games per se?
I think it's different for every school. I think, some teams buy games in order to, or get bought, in order to fund a overseas trip or, in order to buy other teams later in the non-conference schedule. So I know every school has, different budget and different purposes for either buying games or getting bought.
Now, Coach, who are some guys in your career, coaches, individuals, and players that really had a great impact on your coaching career so far, and who's some guys you lean on as you take over this role here as the head coach at SIU?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Lowry, I played for Chris Lowry, the associate head coach at Kansas State right now, and he's been awesome. Obviously, he was my coach, and when I got into the coaching profession, I've talked to him every week, probably for the last 6 years, and Porter Mosier, who gave me this opportunity, and really trusted me with his vision and gave me so much responsibilities and believed in me. And other coaches, that I played for, Rodney Watson, Jack Owens, who's the head coach of Miami of Ohio. Daniel Robinson's a associate head coach over at Iowa State. So there's a lot of coaches, and, my brother is an assistant coach in the profession. My dad, runs an AU program up in the Chicagoland area. I've just been around basketball my whole life and, have a lot of different influences. And, I kind of take and grab a little bit from everyone.
I can only imagine the coaching knowledge you have in your head from different clinics you've been to, combos you've had on and off record, different guys. I can only imagine when you get in the lab, man, how your wheels turning in your mind. Man, it makes all these great guys who you've been around in your whole career.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. There's so many guys who love the game of basketball and love to coach and love to teach and work with guys. And, when you're able to talk to them every day and pick their brain, and, I've been able to talk to a lot of head coaches, in this first week on the job and kind of get their thoughts and things they wish they would have done or things that they had success with and learn from those guys as well.
And what has your first week been like? I can imagine all the different calls, texts, talking to different players, parents, boosters coming by, community coming by and see you. I can imagine how busy you've been the last week.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a whirlwind, but it's been exciting. It's gave me energy, and it's just for me to be able to come back here and be the head coach at SIU, the program that I represented for 4 of the best years of my life. It's truly an honor, and I just can't wait to get going, to get on the court with the guys, to get the staff here and start coaching and start teaching these guys.
Now, Coach, I watched the NIT a little bit, the rule changes they kind of experiment in NIT. Now, for you as becoming a head coach, there's some rules you want to see them maybe tweak, maybe going to quarters, maybe with the 5 fouls in each quarter, advancing the ball in the game like they do in the NBA after a timeout. That's things you want to see the committee do for us, making the game a little bit more streamline the game, make the game even better than what it already is.
It's interesting. I think the quarters are a good suggestion. I think trying to have the game as similar at all levels is the most beneficial, from high school to college to the NBA level. If we can find, if everyone's going to do 4 quarters, let's do 4 quarters. I think high school should have a shot clock. The 3-point line could be a little bit different depending on the strength. And, but, it's definitely interesting in playing in NIT, but, I think the quarters thing is a good suggestion for sure.
Yes, and with Coach Mullins, thank you for your time today. Look forward to watching you and your program grow and develop. Look forward to having you on the show again down in the fall, Coach.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. This is Bryan Mullins at SIU Salukis here on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.